On day 1, I spawned in as a baby blood wolf in front of my pack.
The blood moon ritual worked. We may be able to save the forest.
What are you talking about? Just then, explosions went off all around us. Trees fell to the ground as a group of poachers had entered. Fire! They fired their deadly weapons and began to take out and capture my people with ease. No!
Yes, capture every single animal you can find. This forest is as good as ours.
What? I charged in to help, but was knocked to the side. Yeah! I was about to be taken down when my mom jumped in.
Son, you don't realize how important you are. You must leave now. Yeah.
With no other choice, I ran for my life. On day 2, I reluctantly listened to my mother and left my people behind. As I was running, I managed to find a strange structure. I can hide in there. I ran inside, but as I did, I was hit. Gah! Looking over, I saw I had run in the middle of a castle courtyard run by foxes.
A scary-looking wolf has invaded our kingdom! We must take it down before it does the same to us!
Oh no, wait! All of the foxes, though, didn't listen and charged straight towards me with their swords. They were doing everything they could to take me down, but just kept missing.
Stop moving! You're making us look bad!
I'm not just gonna let you kill me! One of them, though, managed to get a hit. Yeah! And because of this, I unleashed a blood slash, which made him run away in fear.
My eyes!
Whoa, that blood moon must have given me powers. But while I was distracted, a large cage was dropped on top of me. Ah! No, stop! Let me out of here!
So what? You can slash our eyes out too? You are now our prisoner and shall be sent in the arena!
The what? On day 3, I was brought to a large arena. All around me were tons of foxes, getting ready for a show.
That stupid wolf is so dead!
What? Just then, the cages in front of me began to open, and bursting out was a large chicken beast.
Ladies and gentle foxes, it looks like it's Chicky's dinner time!
Oh no! The chicken beast charged in towards me, doing everything it could to eat me. It was relentless and kept crashing into the arena's walls.
You got this, Chicky! Show this wolf what it feels like to be hunted!
I honestly thought I was done for until I was pulled aside. Yeah! There in front of me was a tiny little hamster.
Whoa! I knew it! You're the blood wolf, aren't you?
Yeah, but who are you? Before the hamster could answer, though, the large beast had found us!
Oh, so that's where the other hideaway prisoner went. Hey, looks like you're eating extra tonight, pal!
It was about to eat us, but the two of us dodged out of the way.
This way!
I followed my newfound friend until we made it all the way over to a strange item.
I found this baby a while back. It's a blood thing. Go on, take it.
On day 4, I ran up and collected the blood fang. Because of this, something began to happen to me. I grew larger in size, gained 5 more hearts, and felt stronger than ever. Whoa, it made me stronger. Before I could celebrate, the foxes found us.
There they are! These guys suck! Let's kill them!
They all charge in towards me, but I unleashed a large blood bite, taking down a group of them at once. Because of this, the other foxes took notice and surrendered.
Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made!
Whoa, it looks like you found one of the 6 blood remains.
There are more? If that's the case, I have to find them all. It could be the key to stopping those poachers.
The poachers destroyed my home too. I'll do anything I can do to help.
Sweet. On day 5, Fluffy and I formed a team. We made it to a nice area in the forest that hadn't been touched. A perfect hideout to call home. We were about to get started until... Leave us alone, you jerks! Huh? I quickly left and followed the voice until I arrived at a destroyed village. There were strange-looking creepers everywhere, completely blowing up the place. Why is the world such a cruel place? Oh no, I have to help. I charged in to defend the villagers and was able to cut the creepers off. Knock it off. What are you even doing?
Someone stole our prized possession, and we're gonna destroy everything until we get it back.
What? What are you talking about? The creepers signaled me to follow them, and I did until arriving at a rockstar stage.
We are the Rockstar Creepers, but we can't rock out because our TNT guitar was taken.
I saw everything look destroyed, but on the stage was a blood claw. Another blood remain. I made a run for it, but the creepers stopped me in my tracks.
Ah, you want that claw? Fine, we'll give it to you if you find our guitar.
Okay, fine. On day 6, I saw a mysterious trail of destruction and followed it until reaching a beachside. There in front of me was a pillager's outpost. The TNT guitar has to be there. I stealthily made my way over, but as soon as I could see the inside of it, I had realized, is this place a resort?
Ah, Jeffrey, after all that raiding, it's just nice to finally take a vacation. Know what I mean?
I know. Just putting the crossbows down and picking the apple juice up. This is the life.
Yes, it's so relaxing. I gotta be careful. I began to sneak my way through the outpost, barely avoiding the pillagers' line of sight.
What was that?
And it wasn't long until I reached a clearing and saw the creepers' TNT guitar on the top of their tower. Aha, there it is. I went to grab it, but as I did,
Hey, we got an intruder!
He's messing with our vacation time. Get him!
oh no, the pillagers all put their drinks down and raised their deadly weapons. Ah! Stay away! I made it to the inside of their tower and was able to block the doorway. With this time, I ran up and took the guitar. Haha! I thought I was gonna escape, but I was then cut off by their giant vacationing Ravager. Uh-oh. On day 7, the deadly Ravager went in to bite me. Wah! Its bites hurt a lot and brought me down to low health.
You messed with Rex's relaxed time. You're done for!
Stop! Why do you guys want this guitar anyways? It doesn't even belong to you.
Every day of our lives, we've raided and raided. It's finally time for us to relax. And how can we do that if those stupid creepers are always rocking out next door?
Well, I'm sorry about that. I unleashed a blood bite, which sent all of them back. And with this space, I was able to escape. I thankfully made it back to the creepers, and they were honestly surprised.
You got the guitar? Yes, we can rock out!
With that, the main creeper went on stage with the guitar and started to sing out a performance of a lifetime. Everyone in the crowd was finally so happy. Yes, looks like that blood claw is mine. I made my way over to it, but before I could grab it, the pillagers burst in.
Kill them all!
On day 8, all the pillagers rushed in and were ready to take the creepers down, but they stopped?
This music, it's amazing!
Who cares about relaxing? Let's rock!
With that, all the pillagers completely dropped their weapons and joined them in rocking out. Yeah. How did I get here?
You did it! Go ahead! The claw is yours!
With that, I went up and grabbed the claw. Because of this, I began to upgrade once again. I gained 5 more hearts, felt way stronger, and now had my own deadly blood claws. Sweet! I was getting ready to join their concert, but before I could, explosions started to go off all over the place. What the?
That's not us! I promise!
What's going on?
In a matter of seconds, the deadly poachers burst in and started killing anything they could find.
Take them all down! This forest will be ours soon enough, and our base will be feared by everyone!
Oh no! There were only a couple of the creepers and pillagers left, so I used my new blood claws to blast the poacher away from them. Come on, we gotta go, now! On days 9 to 10, I safely returned with the creepers and pillagers to where I left Fluffy. Once there, I saw that he had taken the time to build us up some homes. Whoa, thanks.
Don't mention it.
I then made sure to add onto the base by building a nice rockstar home for the creepers and a relaxing space for the pillagers. Hope you guys like it.
Yeah, we do. Let's rock!
As they went off to play, I heard a strange noise nearby.
Must eat.
What the? I went towards the voice and saw that Fluffy was standing outside the base. Hey, are you okay? As I tried to approach him, he spun around and looked at me with blood eyes. Ah!
Must feed.
He began to charge after me, trying to bite me. Hey, cut it out! He wasn't stopping though, so I used my blood claws to cut him off.
Must feed the tree.
Fluffy then sprinted off away from the base. Hey, where are you going? On days 11 to 12, I chased after Fluffy as he ran away in a frenzy. What happened to you? He was about to run into a dead end, but because of his small size, he squeezed through a crack. What the? I looked up and saw that the cliff had some natural rocky platforms leading up to it. I need to see where he's going. I began to leap between the platforms, going as fast as I could, when suddenly I was nearly hit off by a bird? Yeah, hey! I looked over and saw that the group of birds were under the same effect as him.
Must feed the tree.
Not this again! The birds flew in, doing everything they could to push me off. Enough! I slashed up into the air, which scared them all away. With that, I finally was able to make it to the top of the cliff. And when I got there, I saw Fluffy, but he was running up to a tree with a blood eye?
Yes, little one. Come and feed my roots.
No! I was about to run in, but more blood eye animals charged at me and shoved me off. Ah! On days 13 to 14, I slammed down onto the ground, nearly losing all of my hearts. Ah, my head.
There he is.
I looked up and saw that the blood-eye birds were about to swoop down and take me out. But just then, a poisonous potion splashed, which scared them off.
Run along now, little one.
What the? I looked behind me and saw that an old witch had saved me. But why?
Because you're the Blood Wolf, and you may be the only animal able to stop that wretched tree from controlling the entire forest.
What do you mean? The witch signaled me to follow her, and I agreed, as she brought me far away, all the way to her witch's hut. Inside were all sorts of brewing stands and potion ingredients.
But what I have here isn't enough. I only need a few more ingredients. And with your help as the only animal the tree can't control, I can make a potion to reverse its effects on your friend.
Really? All right, what do I gotta do? The witch then threw me over a list of ingredients.
Find all of those, and we'll be able to break the tree's influence.
With that, I went out into the surrounding area to search for a poppy flower, some hanging roots, and an ancient golem heart. All right, let's do the easy stuff. I first went and found some poppies next to some other flowers. Then after, I mined hanging fruits in a lush cave. Sweet, but where could this ancient golem be? After searching around for a while though, I was able to find some ancient ruins with an inactive golem at its center. That must be him. On days 15 to 16, as I went toward the golem to claim its heart, it suddenly activated.
Who awakens me?
That would be me. I'm just looking for the golem heart.
You came to steal my heart, you thief!
In his anger, the golem slammed his hands together, causing the ruins to crumble away. Whoa! I'm sorry! I needed to save my friend.
Oh, I see. Well then, Wolf, I'll make you a deal. If you can stay on this platform until the sun reaches its peak, then I will reward you with my heart.
All right, deal. The moment I agreed, large rocks began to shoot out of nowhere, trying to shove me off the platform. Whoa! I began began to run through the platforms. And when blocks would get in my way, I would bite through them in a blow. Haha! I then looked up and saw the sun was almost at its peak. Just a little longer. But as I said this, the large golem reached back and swung at me with his massive arms. Ah! I quickly jumped up and dodged his swing just in time.
Very well, Wolf. You have completed my trial. You are no thief, but a true warrior, worthy of my heart.
With that, the golem deactivated as his ancient heart shot out in front of him. All right, time to get that witch's potion. On days 17 to 18, after making it back to the witch's hut with the 3 ingredients, she was able to make me the potion of dispelling.
Now, this will break the curse on your friend, but for the tree itself, you'll have to take it out on your own.
Got it.
You only have one chance, so make it count.
With that, I made it back to the cave, where the tree and all of its animals were waiting for me.
Hello again, Blood Wolf. I can't wait to feed you to my roots.
Not gonna happen. I'm here to save my friend and take that blood eye from you.
Well then, tear him apart!
All the animals began to rush in, including Fluffy. I began to run around the room, dodging their attacks as they came in one after another. I need them all grouped up for the potion. But as I said this, roots came up from the ground, trapping me in place. Yeah!
Devour him!
The animals all came up and began to bite and peck at me rapidly. Oh yeah? Take this! I threw the potion down on my feet, causing it to hit all of them. And because of this, they were freed from his control. Yeah!
No!
The tree tried to shoot out its roots again, but before it could, I rushed up and slashed it down with my blood slash. And as it was defeated, the blood eye fell at its feet. I picked it up, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and now had the ability to let out a powerful blood howl.
Whoa. Fozo, what's going on?
It's all right. It's over now. I'll tell you about it on the way home. On days 19 to 21, all of the cured animals came back to the base with Fluffy and I. I built them up some nice natural houses so they could feel right at home. Here you go, everyone.
Thanks. I thought you were gonna be really mean like that other blood creature I've seen, but you're not that bad.
Oh, well, thanks. Wait, you've seen another blood creature? Where? The bird signaled me to follow them as they led me out of the base and to the edge of a dark wood forest.
I've seen a crazy blood beast skulking around this forest when I've flown overhead. All of the creature's fur is covered in blood.
It's fur? How scary can it be, right? Okay, maybe it's a little scary. Well, I'm gonna need that fur to stop the poachers. So, here goes nothing. I started to journey through the dark forest as the trees only got denser and more disorienting. I better be careful or I'm gonna get lost in this place. But as I said this, my blood senses started to go off and I smelled something. Could that be the blood beast? All right, the hunt is on. On days 22 to 26, I began to rush through the dark forest, letting my instincts take over. Let's see what this beast really is. I finally caught up to the scent and leapt out of the tree line into a clearing with a spider?
Ah, it's the blood beast!
What? No, But before I could explain myself, more tiny spiders appeared around the tree line.
Fire!
They began to shoot out their webs at me, completely encasing me. Yeah! Guys, stop! I slashed through the webs. Look, I'm not a beast. I'm trying to hunt the beast down.
That beast eats our kind for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wait, do you know where it is then?
Maybe, but we can't help you right now. We need to find a safe place to hide.
I think I can help with that. I went to a secure spot in the forest and began to use my claws to dig a nice and hidden den for the spiders. And any stone I couldn't cut through, I was able to use my blood howl to completely clear it out. How's this?
Well, would you look at that? Thank you, Wolf. Now, about the blood beast. It usually only comes around when...
Suddenly, as the spider was speaking, he was eaten whole by a large blur of red fur. Oh no, the blood beast!
Delicious spiders, my favorite snack.
Everybody scatter!
The spiders all began to run away as the beast started chasing after them, eating them one by one. No! I rushed in to help, cutting down trees with my blood slash to cut them off. Guys, stop running everywhere! They all then grouped together and came sprinting back towards me. But the beast was about to cut them off. Take this! I howled at him, which sent him flying back. The remaining spiders then quickly entered the den and used their webs to cover the entrance.
Thank you, Wolf. But what about you?
Don't worry about me. I can handle. But as I said this, I was hit from behind and sent flying into a tree. Yeah!
You almost ruined my dinner! I'll just eat you instead!
All right, bring it! On days 30 to 32, the beast and I began to fight as it slashed with its massive claws. Whoa! I knew I couldn't win up close, so I dodged back to gain some distance and hit it with my blood howl. But then I noticed it began to recover fast. No, the blood fur, it's empowering it. It rushed in and hit me back into the tree line with powerful hit, putting me to low hearts. Ah!
So long, Wolf.
The beast was about to take me down when a large explosion rocked the other side of the clearing. And walking out was the poachers.
Ah, yes, there's the beast. Another trophy for the shelf.
The poachers fired their weapons at the beast as he quickly rushed to take them down. But one of them freaked out and shot out a flamethrower.
No!
The flames burst around the beast, taking him down for good. And because of all the fire, flames began to spread all around the forest.
You idiot! We can't hang a burnt corpse! Ugh, leave it. We have more important matters.
The poachers then all left, leaving the forest burning in a wildfire. But I looked over and saw that the beast's blood fur was there. I gotta grab it fast. On days 33 to 35, I rushed towards the blood fur. I pushed through the smoke just as a nearby tree began to fall. No! I dashed forward and made it just in time. Because of this, I began to upgrade once again. I gained 5 more hearts and now became an even stronger blood wolf.
A widow, help!
Huh? I looked over and saw that the spider's webs had been burned away and the flames were trapping them. Hang on! I went over and without thinking, ran through the fire. Ah! But because of my upgraded form, I now had blood regeneration. Sweet. Come on, guys. We gotta get out of here. With that, I quickly ran ahead of the spiders, leading them out of the burning forest. On days 36 to 39, I returned safely with the cute spiders back to my base. I took the time to build them a better den this time so that they could remain safe. I hope you guys like it.
It's perfect!
As I was finishing, I started to hear loud explosions coming from outside. Rushing over, I saw that a small goblin was throwing out explosives everywhere.
Hi-ya! Yeah!
And with that explosion, he dropped a blood collar? Another blood item. Hey, come here! I need that!
Ha-ha! Over my dead body, you little dog!
The goblin then threw an explosive right at me, hitting me head on. Ah! Great. Where did he go? I looked for any sign of where he went, but I couldn't see him anywhere. I started to sniff the air, and I found a familiar scent of the blood part, leading away from the forest. Here goes nothing. On days 40 to 44, I followed the blood collar scent until it brought me to an enormous junkyard. Why would the goblin be here? I continued following the trail until I found the goblin hiding behind one of the piles of junk. Hey! Ah! He began to run away from me again. Oh, no, you don't. I chased after him, but in the open junkyard, it was easy for me not to lose him. I even ran into a bunch of his traps. Ah! What is this place?
You'll see there, pal!
I continued chasing after the small goblin, and eventually, he ran into a dead end. Ha! Now, hand over the blood collar. But before I could grab it from him, 2 large robot guards appeared out of nowhere.
Getting him for attacking the prince!
What? Before I knew it, a cage slammed down around me, and I was trapped. On days 45 to 47, I was brought in front of the Goblin King, who was sitting in an enormous mech.
So you're the ruffian that's been attacking my son? You'll pay for this, mutt!
Wait, I just wanted the blood part. I needed to take down the poachers.
Is that so? Well, you can have it for a price.
The Goblin King led me into their junkyard headquarters. Inside was a war room with a huge map of the area, which obtained different markings. What is this place?
The rogue hideout has been giving us a lot of trouble lately. Recently, they stole our newest invention. If you can retrieve it for us, we'll gladly give you the blood collar you seek.
Sweet, but how do I get in?
They got a new recruit coming in. You just gotta make him disappear. And then you could just take his place. I don't know.
Well, I can't wait for my first day in the guild. I wonder what...
Sorry. All right, time to get into that hideout. I traveled to the location of the map, and from afar, I could already see the Master Thief talking to his henchmen.
Make sure to keep a lookout for the new recruit. He'll be here any second.
Hey, boss!
He then went inside of his hideout. All right, here goes nothing. On days 48 to 52, I walked up to the Thieves Guild entrance.
Who are you supposed to be?
You mask for braids! This must be the new recruit the boss was talking about!
Yep, I sure am. The other rogue wasn't convinced though, and started inspecting me up and down.
I don't buy it. You're really the boss's new bodyguard? You're gonna have to prove that you're one of us.
They brought me inside of the base to a single hallway leading to a bunch of gold.
If you can grab the treasure inside without getting caught, then we'll know for sure you're one of us.
Walking through an empty hallway? All right, I mean, that sounds easy. I walked up to the entrance, but when I did, a bunch of moving lasers activated. Whoa! All right, not so easy. I started slowly making my way through the hallway, avoiding the deadly lasers as best as I could. I was making good progress, but right before I could get to the treasure, a wall of lasers appeared blocking my path. All right, how am I supposed to get past that? That's not fair. I then had an idea and used my blood claws to dig a hole right under the wall. Once I did, I was able to get to the treasure, which caused the rest of the lasers to turn off. I did it.
All right, I gotta admit, that was pretty sick, dude. You're definitely one of us.
They then led me to another room with a large machine along the wall, and standing before it was the Master Thief.
What is this? It's the new recruit, boss. Don't worry, he's 100% legit. Are you dumb? That's not the recruit. I didn't hire a wolf.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I got this far. Before I could even react, he was already behind me and struck a critical blow. Yeah! With just one hit, he was able to take away half of my hearts. The Master Thief was just too fast, and I couldn't land a hit on him. All right, plan B. I decided to use my Bloodhound and blasted all around me, finally hitting him. With the Master Thief stunned, I took advantage of this and bit him with my blood bite.
You're smart, wolf. But can you defeat this?
The Master Thief then clicked a button, activating the large goblin machine.
Time to die, wolf. If I can figure out how to use it.
He started to mess around with the controls when the machine suddenly gave off an explosion and took him down. Oh no!
It's out of control! Everybody run!
On days 57 to 59, the enormous goblin machine continued to fire out explosions everywhere. I gotta shut it off! I ran up and I shot out a blood howl, aiming for a bulb on the side, and I was able to break it. The machine seemed to lose its power. All right, nice. Now just have to break the 3 bulbs to disable the machine. Once I broke the first one, I started to get hit with its blasts, but my blood regeneration made sure I could survive them. With another blood howl, I was able to break the second bulb, which just left 1 remaining. Why would goblins even make something like this? Eventually, I was able to shoot 1 last blood howl right at the last bulb, causing the machine to power down. All right, that was close. I quickly went back to the junkyard and told the goblins what happened.
Have Perfect! We'll fix it right up, as long as you didn't break it too much.
Yeah, should be fine.
Good enough for me!
With that, the Goblin King threw the blood collar over to me, and once I grabbed it, I could feel its power coursing through my veins. I now had 30 hearts, and I could send out massive blood jaws in every direction. Awesome!
And as a thanks for also clearing out the thieves, I bestow upon you my most trusted bodyguards.
Sweet! I know just the place for you. On days 60 to 63, I returned to my base with the Goblin's bodyguards. I decided to make them another junkyard guard tower to keep watch over the base. All right, I'm counting on you two.
Intruder detected!
Huh? I looked over and saw that a horrifying skeleton was stealing blood blocks from my house. What the?
For Master!
Without hesitation, the skeleton began to run off. Hey, give those back! I started chasing the thief into the forest and decided to use my new blood ability to hit him. This hit a nearby tree that fell over and cut off the creature from running.
Now must bring to Master!
The creature ran in to attack, but I blasted him back with a blood howl. Once I did, he dropped everything that he stole. Haha, that's what you get.
You can't stop the necromancer.
Necromancer? Who is he talking about? Just then, I overheard screams for help nearby.
Oh, dear mother of all emeralds!
I decided to follow it, and once I got to the destination, I saw a village being attacked by more undead creatures.
Help! Please!
Hold on, I'm coming! On days 64 to 68, I rushed in, blocking the Revenant from attacking the villager. I used my Blood Claw, which made quick work of him. Take that! Hey, are you okay?
I am now, thanks to you, but the rest of my home is still under attack. Please save us!
Another villager's house then exploded, and more of them started pouring out. They all charged at me, but I used my blood jaws to take them down. I went through the village and started taking care of more of them. And once I was done, all the villagers started to gather around me.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. You've saved all of us. If only our home could have been saved too.
Oh, that won't be a problem too. I decided to help them out and started to rebuild the village for them. Here you guys go.
Wow, I can't believe how lucky we are. But if that dumb skeleton comes back, we're done for.
The necromancer? I'm trying to look for him. Do you guys know where he is?
Actually, let me look.
The villager ran into his home and started looking for something.
Not that. No, not that either. Come on, how did a cat get in here? Aha! Here it is.
The villagers then tossed me over a map.
Here, it's a map to his maze. You know, we would go and stop him, but it wouldn't be fair.
Well, don't worry. I'll make sure he pays for what he's done.
Yay! Good doggy! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Dude, do not talk to me like that. Seriously, it's demeaning. On days 69 to 73, I arrived at the entrance of the Necromancer's maze. Well, how dangerous could it be, right? As I stepped inside, I immediately saw a spiked trap on the ground and barely avoided it. Whoa, that's not a good sign. I continued through the maze, and as I did, I saw that some of the halls were crawling with hordes of revenants. Okay, I gotta be careful. Just then, though, I accidentally backed into another trap. This then caused them to turn their attention towards me. Oh no! I started to rush through the maze, trying to outrun the deadly horde. They recklessly chased me as I used the spike traps to my advantage to slow the horde down. Haha! Yes! But just then, the wall in front of me burst open as even more revenants rushed in. What the? How many of there are you? Thankfully, I ran to the last hall, but right in front of the center was a pit of spikes. Okay, I gotta make this count. I ran up and shot my blood howl towards the ground, which allowed me to jump over the pit. Yes! Looking over, I was able to see that the revenants couldn't make the jump and ended up falling far below. Haha! You guys aren't that smart, are you? With them taken care of, I could finally go to the center of the maze, where there was the tall whole necromancer's tower. And just then, I heard him calling out.
Intruder! You are not welcome here!
Suddenly, wither skulls and deadly blasts started to rain down around me. Yeah! I dodged around as the explosions knocked me back. As another skull flew towards me, I howled out at it, exploding it in the air. Stop! I'm here to...
I know what you're here for, intruder! You've come to take my blood bone away from me!
What? You have the last blood wolf part?
Yes! Now come into my lair if you dare, blood wolf!
On days 74 to 77, I entered the necromancer's tower. And right on the first floor, I saw that a hulking, corrupted guard was standing at the entrance. I need to get rid of him if I want to get in. Maybe he's like the other creatures? Or maybe not. I have a better idea. I decided to play it safe and started sneaking around the room. While I was hiding, I used a blood slash to break one of the pots across the room. As he was distracted, I went around to get through the door. But once I was there, I saw it's locked. But because of my frustration, the guard noticed me. Nice skeleton? He let out a massive roar and started to charge right at me. I tried to use my blood spikes to keep him away, but he would just push me right through my attacks. And get even angrier, he roared out again, and this time caused the whole tower to shake. Oh no! He rammed into me, sending me flying back. Yeah! I need to get out of here. Wait, that's it. Waiting for the corrupted guard to come closer, at the final second, I jumped out of the way, causing him to slam straight into the door as it burst open. Haha! Thanks! While the guard was dazed, I went up to the next floor and saw a long hallway with bony platforms over a pit of lava.
You'll never make it through my deadly tower!
Just a few platforms, huh? How hard can that be? I started to jump across, but as I landed on the first one, I triggered a pressure plate. Uh-oh! The room began to shake as the side walls started to move in, coming in to crush me. Oh, come on! I rushed through the parkour course, trying to get to the other side before I got crushed. As I did, more traps, though, started to trigger as poison arrows began to shoot at me. Thankfully, once I was at the end, I finally saw a lever on the far wall. That must turn everything off. But before I could jump again, one of the poison arrows hit me. Yeah! I was able to barely make it over to flip the lever before the walls could crush me.
Honestly, I'm impressed. You will be the perfect ghoul to lead my minion army.
Not gonna happen.
Ah, such a brave young wolf. Now come, I can't wait to meet you in person.
With that, I finally went up to the last set of stairs. And that's where I saw that I was in the necromancer's lair. In the center of the room was a blood bone, surrounded by 3 enormous blood crystals.
Ah, took you long enough, Blood Wolf. Now this tower will become your grave.
On days 81 to 85, the necromancer began to float and started to blast me with his energy. I ran to hit him with my claws, but he took no damage? What's going on?
You'll never harm me with any blood attacks, Wolf, as long as I have the power of the blood bone.
He then continued to blast at me, and I had to dodge back. Gah! That's it. I need to break those crystals to get to the blood bone. From there, I changed my target and began to shoot my blood howls at the crystals. I was able to take out the first one, which caused the necromancer to weaken in power.
Ah, you'll pay for that.
With another blood howl, I was able to destroy another crystal and cause it to explode.
Enough!
He was very angry and took me down to low hearts. Yeah!
Now I will have all your powers, Blood Wolf.
He was about to take me down, but all I could think of was my people and what I was fighting for. I can't die here. Using the last of my power, I shot a blood howl right at the last crystal and destroyed it.
Wait, what? No!
As the last crystal shattered, I walked up to the necromancer to land the final blow. But he kept firing everything he could at me. His attacks were much weaker now, so I just easily pushed through them.
This can't be happening! You're just a stupid dog! I'm an undead king!
Sorry, but I won't let anyone stand in the way of saving my family. With the one final blood slash, I took the necromancer down for good. Now gone, I was finally able to pick up the last blood part. I could feel myself growing into an even stronger blood wolf. I now had 35 hearts, and I could shoot out powerful blood explosions at will. Yes, I finally got all the blood wolf parts. On days 86 to 90, I saw a glowing crystal ball inside of the lair. When I looked inside, I was brought to a vision of someplace else. It was the poachers assembling in their base. Whoa, I had to go find them. I traveled out and went to the location of their meeting, which was deep inside of the woods. All of them were gathered around their leader.
I know I'm standing in front of the best hunters in the world. Just because we can't get one dang wolf doesn't mean that we aren't the best, you know? We're just not prepared. Oh, but now we are with this.
Just then, they revealed my mom inside of a cage. No!
Don't you dare hurt my boy! We are not just things for you to hunt!
Shut it! We now know where your stupid pup's base is. And when we go there, we'll not only kill the wolf, but every other animal that stands in our way. Now, who wants to get a new trophy?
They all began to cheer, shooting their guns in the air wildly. I have to warn the base. We have to protect it. But as I tried to run away,
Hey, it's the Blood Wolf!
Men, fire!
the poachers began to shoot at me as I had to quickly jump around to escape their gunfire. One of them pulled out their flamethrower though and began to torch the entire area all around us. Ah, no! I gotta get out of here!
Come on, boys. Let's get this over with.
On days 91 to 94, I made it safely back to my base as the villagers from before met me at the entrance. What are you guys doing here? Hello, we know what you did to stop the necromancer and save us, so now we want to help. Awesome, then come on in. I quickly went over to a crafting table and built up some weapons for them. I hope you guys are ready to fight. Actually, I've had so much pent-up anger from those stupid ghouls. Let's do this! All right. I then went and called all of my friends over.
Fozo, what's going on?
Listen, everyone, the poachers are preparing to charge our home and take us all as trophies. This is gonna be our last stand to stop them once and for all. And I need your guys' help to stop them. Who's with me? The base cheered as all of us were prepared to take them on. We all started by building up a defensive wall around the base.
We're with you all the way, Fozo!
Thanks. With my friends getting ready, I went up to the highest point and began to look out. All right, it's time. I used my blood howl up into the sky, which caused it to darken. And I was able to summon the blood moon from all those days ago. Because of this, I transformed into my final form, becoming the ultimate blood wolf. I now had 40 hearts and was in a constant state of blood rage.
Fozo, the poachers, they're here!
Let's do this. On days 95 to 99, the poacher army started to charge into my base.
Bring in the bait!
Everyone, get ready to fight! As the poachers entered inside, my friends began to push back against all of them.
What the? Stay back, you freaks!
I watched as my spider friends would web up the poachers so that the junkyard bots could take them down.
Good teamwork!
Even the birds were in the fight, doing everything they could.
Impact!
As they were fighting, I made my way to my mom to try to free her. Before I could get to her, though, I was blocked by a poacher.
Not so fast, punk!
He began to shoot at me, but since he was distracted, Fluffy was able to get behind him and unlock the door himself. Now that my mom was free, she attacked the poacher shooting at me.
Bozo, go help your friends. Get rid of the other poachers.
Now that my mom was safe, I swooped in too and began to mow down all of the poachers in front of me. And with that, they began to fall back.
Everyone, these freaks of nature are too powerful! Retreat!
What? No! Stay here and finish what you started! You're going to pay! Only one of us is going to get out of here alive!
Oh yeah? Bring it! On day 100, I faced off against the poacher leader. I charged in, but as I did, I got knocked back by one of his powerful hits. Ah!
You'll regret stopping the poachers after this day, Blood Wolf.
Even though I took a big hit, my blood rage was empowering me, making me stronger than ever. Rah! The poacher and I started trading hit after hit, and whenever he blasted at me, I would answer back with my new blood explosion. This created a pit in the ground, which made the leader fall inside of. Take this!
No, stay away, you monster!
Oh yeah? This is what you get for hunting all those animals down and tearing apart our forest. I opened my mouth and unleashed the most powerful blood bite I could on the poacher leader, finally defeating him. And now, with them all gone, the forest could finally live in peace.